Because my wheels have been turning. My wheels have been turning.
Mm.
Hey,
Hey,
Rachel.
I'm so sorry.
No, my bad. That's me moving the invitation, and I even like kind of double moved it too on accident because once you send it and correct it in Google, it sends out an email. So I was like, I'm pretty sure I confused you guys at some point. I'm glad we're here. How's everybody's day, week going so far too? By the way,
Good.
Yep, good. So
Good.
far, so good.
good, 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 good.
How
I mean,
about you?
same, going good. And we're both in the challenge right now, Mom, for Rachel's
Oh,
amazing
cool.
10K in 10 days challenge, which is challenging me to say the least, but like in the best way. Like I am like challenged and charged, and I'm like, yeah, no time for BS. Like, what is it? You know what I mean? And so
Mm-hmm.
we've been talking about that. I've been telling her about my experience and just because my offer yesterday is different from what it was today, but now I'm set.
I
How's it
love
going for
that.
you?
Yeah, I'm like getting there, but I'm still brainstorming a little bit on it. I'm like refining it, but I feel like the general idea, I got it.
Yes, yeah,
Mm. That's
same,
good.
exactly.
That's
A
good.
lot of refining. So I wanted to give you guys a chance to like kind of get started, get to into kind of what we touched on, asking questions. So you had questions about YouTube and how to post there. If we need to do some screen share, I can show on my side. So I'm gonna let's do that part first. Rachel, we're gonna do your strategy session at 7. So we're gonna basically 7:30. So we're gonna hop off. I have a team meeting from then and then since we did the adjustment, and then we'll get on for your strategy session and do a deep dive, and then that's when we're going to get into all the nits and bits of the 10K
Okay.
chapter.
So we're gonna have a 30-minute break. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I
exactly.
was like, I don't need times. I need like
Right. Increments. Like, what is that window?
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Take it away.
Cool. So, how are you, Patrice?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
Good. So let me
Good.
know what's been going on since the last time we chatted.
Um, well, I've been busy with my day job, so I haven't been able to actively work on anything, but I still am kind of just stuck there. I want to know verbatim, how do I, record, set up, like everything. I need to know from beginning to end.
Yeah. So what do you have?
I basically have, excuse me. I do have some videos, some pictures already. I don't like any of them.
Okay. No, I mean like what equipment are we working with?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Sorry. I should have been more
Yeah.
specific. That was my bad.
Okay. Yeah. No. So, all I have currently is my phone
That's okay.
and my bike. I usually record in my garage, which is where I actually do, my workouts most of the time. And yeah, that's it. That's
Okay.
it. Hmm.
Okay. So I would suggest to get a light, even if
Okay.
it's just like a circle ring light that you could probably get from like Five Below.
Okay.
Um, you know the saying lights, camera, action?
Right. Right.
Lights are number one.
Okay.
If you can get a tripod, good, but if you already have a setup or you know how you're propping your phone, no worries. But I would say
Okay.
a light, yes. Do you have an iPhone?
I do. Yes.
Okay. So with the audio, if you're outside, I would probably recommend a microphone, but if you're in a quiet area, don't think that that's necessary.
Okay. Okay.
And the key to, since you're posting on YouTube, I will say have your phone horizontal.
Okay.
And where was I going with that? And so there are 3 main ways to shoot video.
Hmm.
You want to do a wide shot, which is, they call it an establishing shot. It will give you the general area. A medium shot, which is like closer, probably kind of like how I'm framed.
Okay.
And then a tight shot would be like your hands, like very close. So it's good to have that variety, especially if you're trying to create long form content, because it makes the pieces move.
Okay. Okay.
move. That's a timestamp you should definitely use, Rachel, for your thing. I'm putting it down here, 8 minutes in.
Okay.
Wide shot, medium shot, make your content move.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless there's a lot of action, I would say clips should not be longer than 3 to 5 seconds.
Now let's get into and explore what we just shared, which is what a lot of people are going to need help with on YouTube, especially, which is like, okay, they've gotten the shot. How do we how can you show them to manually put the video together, because they need help with that too.
Right.
So, however you want to go about it, or even if it's like, and this is a bit of the strategy part too, because but this is why it's great that this is intimate while we're building this. I can show you off the rip, but Rachel, for your offer, people need to know exactly that, right? And so that can be like, okay, and if you want to know how to edit this,
yes,
link in my
you
bio.
can come to my course. I wanted to
Exactly.
ask you about that, which I thought we were going to have our strategy session first.
And that's okay.
So, yeah.
Questions. So, okay, good. We're aligned in that way. So we'll touch on that. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So, and then for that, what we'll do then, how would you like to do it too, Rachel, in that sense? Would you want to share that here, or what kind of clips are you looking for in this 10-minute? What would give you the best value? And then I can always show her that another time for the sake of this. And then as we start to, you know what I mean? Funnel people in, how can we cater them based on what kind of clips you want to get, what you're willing to share? Because what I'm realizing too in this course, what I'm learning, to even ask a question like that, I wouldn't even know how to ask, because doing this challenge, it's brought to light for me that I need to protect what I know as much as I can. Because they're like, oh, give everything out all the time. But then it's like, okay, well, where does the boundary begin for the information that you got to pay for too? And so that I'm moving my line. And so I want to be respectful and willingness too.
Yeah. So I would say probably the information that I just gave you about like the 3 to 5 seconds and the wide, medium, large, that was from me. That's not from my course. That's just the news reporter in me. But if you wanted a step-by-step on how to edit and put it together and post, that is in my course.
To edit it, put it together and post it, that's in your course. Okay.
Yeah, more of like a surface level. I gave you the journalist in depth, like the filmmaker side of me.
Excellent. And then so for that bit, the next time or whatever question comes next, going into strategy session, coaching session, give that CTA at the end. You know what I mean? And you can ask that question, but if that question, even from her, leads to, this is the, and say, oh, well, da 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 da. And then don't worry, I'll get her later. And she'll
okay.
and
should we redo this?
I know, right? That's what I'm wondering. I know my mom is nice camera action all the time. Where you think I got it from? So we definitely could if you wanted to. So y'all, I'm gonna go back on off cam and have at it.
Okay. So what I would like to know is what setup do I need? What do I need to get started, basically?
Okay. So I would say what you need is a camera, which you have your phone.
Okay.
Some sort of light. Always put that on your face.
Okay.
If you need a tripod, you can get one. If you already know your setup, no worries.
Okay.
If it's quiet area, you're pretty good with the phone sound quality. If it's outside, if there's movement, you may want to get microphone.
Okay.
And in terms of putting your content together, I actually have a course, and one of the specific sections of the course is all about YouTube, how to post, how to get the video, and how to put it up. So the mechanics of it is in my course. It'll give you a very surface level, you can do this breakdown.
Cool. And then also another thing that I would like to know is once I actually have the video shot, I know you were speaking before about having a wide shot. Can you just speak
Oh,
to that a
yes.
little bit again?
Yes. So formats.
Yes.
There's three main shots that you should get. One is called a wide shot. It's the establishing, like, you get to see the whole room. Then you get a little bit closer and it's a medium shot, which would probably be kind of the way that I'm set up here. And then you want close shot, and that's like this, like your hand, like something so close. Treat the camera like it's your eyes. A camera is designed actually to be like your eye.
Okay. Okay.
So
Good concept.
yeah. And there's a technique in the journalism world called, I don't even remember what it's called actually. Actually, I'm gonna leave this out because it's more like a news reporter type thing. So we can scratch
Okay.
that actually. I was thinking of packages, news stories. Anyways, so those are the main shots that you want to get.
Okay.
Unless there's a lot of movement, most clips should not be more than 3 to 5 seconds.
Okay.
Unless you're talking. I have a question for you. Do you plan to be talking the whole time, or are there times where you want to be off camera narrating?
Yes, I do plan on being off camera and narrating as much as possible.
Okay, to start out. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
And have you thought about how long you want your videos to be?
That's a good question. And I also get, a little confused about that. I'm not sure if I want to do long form content yet or short. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
And what I suggest, what I've seen work with clients, for example, Diamond Works Med Spa, she used to do some of the proofreading for my business. And so what you've seen with Diamond Works Med Spa, Mom, is that, you know how he has his long form pieces of content. We have the shorts driving to that long form. So people on YouTube, on TikTok, and we put them on Instagram, all go to that big long form. And that's what we want to break up. And guess where we get the shorts from? The long form piece of content. And we just put it everywhere. And it is doing him really well. And yeah, and I did say TikTok. So yeah, that's the concept there, is that you really want to do both. And I just sent over that video instruction, which I'm gonna just give this to her. And this is not going to be included in my my overall thing, so that we can get that. Anyone else who needs to know how to edit for you, Rachel, into that funnel, right? Because truthfully, everybody needs to know how to edit too, and that's going into another thing. Everybody needs to know how to tell their story visually through social media content. Because if you want to share information, it's almost like you don't have a voice if you can't do it effectively, because no one is willing to really read the long, just a post. We're not in that era at all anymore. So if you have something to say, you need to learn how to edit. And so, all that to say, long form is always the way to go. And in that example edit, and Rachel, even for you too, tell people that, it's long form is the way you want to go, because they want to know, how do I win? It's basically their ultimate goal. How can I see you winning. I see you have a 16,000 view video, Rachel. How did you do that? How can I win? And they're going to ask about other platforms for sure. And you want to definitely, and you have me for that. If you ever need it, hit me up and I'll answer that.
I got you.
So you can shoot them that answer. And and I just sent you that. Okay.
Okay.
Can I use this time so that I don't have to do it later and I can get it done? Otherwise, I'm going to be like, I'll get that to you next week, and trying to be more efficient. Awesome. Okay, so I don't have so I do have, I know I want to talk about the strategy session. Okay, let's do this, because this is what I would like for Pam to get from my side of the clips, is that I really want to talk about, and Rachel, this is what I'm going to do with this content that we're getting into next, is talk about the 10K challenge from the need and perspective of content, right? Strategy, and also editing, and also media presence, right? All of that. But in terms of, for those who are in that challenge right now, I want to be speaking to them in this moment, helping them. And in you being in your bracket, I kind of explained the ones to you earlier, the 10 through 7 scale, or H1 through H7 scale. So feel free to ask questions because there's someone in that scale just like you. So that's what I want to do for that. And in that way, Rachel, I'm going to have Pam edit these up and I'm going to post these specifically in the group and tag you.
Okay.
You see what I mean? And come on to this live because I also have my offer too. But yes, that's what I'm thinking to like really optimize this time, this conversation, and also get some strategy and questions in as well.
Yeah.
So with that being said, do you guys have any questions in relationship to when you are trying to, as everyone in the 10K in 10 days challenge is doing, what would you say is your biggest challenge when it comes to content and creating it for your business?
Okay. So for me, I think that it's more so about my vision, not connecting with my vision. Because I want to change my message every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a personal page, it is a business page.
And,
So-
and let's dig into that. Well, what is your message?
I don't know.
What is the root of wanting to change a message?
Right. So I think that obviously my message needs to be promoting my offer, the roadmap. And I truly love and believe in the course and everything that it's done.
Mhm.
But the longer I go without selling it, the harder it is for me to sell it.
Which is exactly what they were saying. What the coaches, right?
Yes.
And they've said it in their own way multiple times. But what they share is that you need to, if it doesn't bring you joy, then we don't need to be doing it. What is going to ignite us? Because the same energy to do something that is going to bring us joy, you know what I'm saying, is also the same amount of energy to do something that is going to bring us, burden, the feeling of it being a burden. So let's just choose that thing. As scary as it may seem, it's still something that you're like, I want to do this. Like, yeah,
Right.
Yeah. And so what would you say that that's the roadmap for you?
That I'm excited about it.
Would you say that offer, the roadmap, is the offer for you? Or do you need to come up with a whole new offer? Because
So
that's what you come up with a
I
whole new offer.
I wanted to lean into my on-camera training because I feel very confident and very comfortable. And I was a news reporter. I can tell you how to shine on camera.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And I do think it's a unique offer.
Yeah.
I still want to sell the course.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't feel qualified and it's showing.
So follow that. And ultimately, I feel like that feeling, that thought is what got you to doing the course as well too. Like that, if they were parallel. But I think even in that offer, like in you leveraging, and then it's like picking that offer, realizing that it's that, and then moving forward into, okay, yes, you keep changing your message, and it's because you're not sure what it should be, but you also have your answer in the sense of, well, I think this challenge will be great to see. You go in on this offer that you're trying to build, come up with something for, right? We're pre-selling it, right? Too, and get that proof of concept, right? Because you have some proof of concept and even how you feel with the roadmap. So get some proof of concept with this new idea. It's 10 days. It's 10 days.
Right.
Yeah. And in relationship with content too, I think that once you have that, and even scratch that, even while changing it, Rachel, you are killing the game just by posting. You are the most consistent, okay? The consistency queen. This is how you do it. Just get out there and do it, and make not even mistakes. Do the journey. Rachel Rodgers not doing that too? Rachel Rodgers took her business and her offer for what it is now. That's not what it was when it started, but she skipped and she just failed forward. That's what we do as entrepreneurs, as creatives. We fail fast, we fail forward. So yeah, keep creating the content.
Thank you.
And play with your messaging in that. Like, don't let you think that, oh, it should. Am I getting it right? Yeah. Rachel just came out with this, Rachel, just came out with this great piece of content yesterday talking about followers and how, some people get down on having a few followers, and like she was basically like someone was trying to drag her. They did not succeed, but they were trying to drag her for how could she be an expert in her field when she only has on her business page 200 followers? She's an expert in her field. Are you a news reporter? What was that commenter? Do you have the receipts? No. So just because
Right.
she's new to social media and she's getting her grind on, and then the comparison thing of what I was sharing is that you can have tons of followers and still have no sales. When did you get in the game? 2012 when everybody was following people? Well, yeah,
Right.
but do you have a relationship with those people? No. So you need to socialize on social media. That's number one. And then you need to learn how to leverage that, because some people could say it's crazy that people like even Rachel Rodgers, to bring it back, that has I don't know, 100, I don't know, she's in the 100Ks or whatever of followers, but she's a multimillionaire. Someone would say, well, it ain't got to make sense, but do you respect their expertise? And are they showing you that consistently through the content? And that's what we need to focus your content on. That's what we're going to work on in your strategy session today too. Because we got to pull that out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
Whether
will.
your offer set or not, we got to pull it out too. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Yes. Any questions for me? Anybody?
Not at the moment.
Okay, because I know we're going
I'm-
to get a strategy session later. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
So should Patrice and I talk more, or
Get it in, and I'll put. I like to just, if I can, keep an eye on it on some timestamps. I'll send one to you, but feel free once you get this recording to pull any of your own too. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. What do you have? Any other suggestions for me? Just on, getting over procrastination and uncertainty, getting started and recording anything that you can
Yeah,
help
I
me
would
with?
say to create a deadline for yourself, because when I was a reporter, I literally would get my assignment at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, and some days I knew what I was doing, most days I did not, or it would shift because of breaking news. I knew whatever happened in my day, I had to be finished getting interviews, finished recording all of my video by 3 o'clock that same day,
Hmm.
and it was going on air by 5 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
And there were no excuses. If I missed deadline, I was in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I had to do that on an everyday basis.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's why I'm so consistent, because I was operating with my head cut off all the time, like running around. But
Yeah.
it taught me to let go of that perfectionism.
Okay.
And I have to get it done.
Mm.
Another piece of advice, which I talked about last week, was did you want to say something, Brittany?
I love that. I was just saying that's good right there. But
Yeah.
that got rid of that piece of perfectionism through that. I love that. Just
I struggle with that.
And if you see my content when I first started, it is rough. It is rough.
and that's me too. That's me too. Like my content is ooh. And I posted some of that too, where I was like, because you know how even as we're creating, we're like, that wasn't good. I got to do that again. I have me like rolling my eyes like. Now I just record
Right.
a screenshot. I don't even care. Like I'm a mess up because you know what I mean? Even today, still sometimes too. And I'm like, I gotta check myself of like, it's all right. Like I'm talking to my friends. If you follow me, we better be friends. If not, unfollow me.
Right. Bye. Who are you?
Right.
Yes. And I was gonna say, when you're starting off your whatever you're about to say and you're nervous about it, just be like, hey, Brittany, you know what? I did this killer workout today. And oh girl, it had me in pain. Start it off just talking like
I
you are
love
like you're
that.
actually there.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a great idea. Okay, that's great.
For real
Oh,
though. Yes.
okay, just a little bit. Wow. Okay. I
Yes.
love it.
And I want to challenge you to record a piece of content with the intention of not posting it.
Okay.
And I feel like you will
Mhm.
actually really like it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Good
That-
idea. Good idea. I
But
will
just
do
yeah,
that.
because you have to get comfortable with the camera. You have to get comfortable with yourself.
Mhm.
So just record some content that you are not thinking, oh my gosh, I need to post this.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Love it. Love it.
Rachel just gave us a word, y'all.
She
Ooh,
did. She
that's
did.
so good. And where can we find you, Rachel?
At ESP Visionary.
All right. I love it. Okay, guys. Well, we're going on a 30-minute break. I'll see you later and have a great rest of your day for you. And then I'll see you later, Rachel. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
You
you.
guys.
Good seeing you
Bye.
guys.
All right. Hey. Oh, there you go. Hey, Mom. All right. I'll
Hey.
see you later.
Okay. Thought I
You know, I
hung
got
up.
a meeting with Pam. It was
Okay,
fun.
bye.
I love it. Okay.
Yes.